Lesson 6 is about step progressions. Now, I call them step progressions. Somebody else would call them something else. Remember how we've talked about music and music functional harmony and how chords like to move either by steps or by fifths. Well, if you pick up a normal hymnal, you're going to see an awful lot of movement by fifths, but not necessarily steps. That's the way we typically hear music. We hear it moving in fifths. But most of us want to do different things with chords. And this is the lesson where I sort of try to get you to break out of your old way of thinking about chords and move toward new progressions. And so I introduced this concept called step progressions. In a step progression, what I want you to do is actually throw away the existing harmony of a song and try to come up with your own progression that moves in steps. For example, I use Take My Life and Let It Be. I start on F, G, A, B flat, and you can move on. As a matter of fact, I'm stepping down from D, C, B flat, G. As a matter of fact, I can step down. Okay, so I just moved all the way from D down to A, or to G, by steps. You can do that an awful lot. Not so good there, doesn't sound so good, but it demonstrates you can move a lot of songs by steps. And it's just a matter of trial and error. But if you do this, eventually you start hearing some of these new chords that sound really, really good. Diminished chords, and on and on. So this is an important lesson for that reason. It's also important because I introduced lead sheets. As a matter of fact, in tandem with this lesson, I give you your first, for many of you, it will be your first lead sheet you ever have to play. And I'm going to give you the melody line, and I'm going to give you the chords, which, by the way, move in a step progression. And I'm going to say, go learn it. Now, a lot of you will know, you'll recognize that what you can do is go back to what you learned in the last lesson about voicing. And you'll look at the melody line and you'll say, okay, I need to play this chord with this melody note, so I need to use this voicing. And you'll learn to play a lead sheet. The first one will be hard. I promise you it will. But over time, you'll get to the point where you play these lead sheets just like the back of your hand. It's a lot of fun, too. Lead sheets are a lot of fun. So those are the two things that we cover in lesson 6.